New Masters of the Universe, Marvel, Star Wars, DC Comics, and tons more. Today's video is all about the Funko Pop. Yo, you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. And today's video is going to be nothing but Funko Pop news. Today was the launch of the London Toy Fair, and Funko all day today, and even as I'm filming this, they're still revealing stuff. So this is kind of a work in progress story, and if you want to keep up with the actual latest, I will put a link to our news where we're constantly updating as Funko. This is my cat Salome, everybody. Salome. Yes. So she's been helping me, but we've been updating the website Toy News International throughout the day as Funko continues to reveal more and more new stuff. So there will be more stuff that is revealed that I don't mention in this video just because it's going up now as I speak. I think right now as I'm recording this, they are doing their music pop vinyl figures, so based on music stars. So I will mention a couple of those in here, but there probably will be more by the end of the day. And then we might even get more reveals and stuff tomorrow. So Funko, they don't hold back. They when they're at these toy fairs and stuff, they just, the stuff just, like, they could have their own toy fair, I think, just based on Funko Pop stuff. But there are some pretty cool things if you're into Funko Pop at all. I'm not a huge Funko Pop collector myself, so but there are a couple of things here even that I thought was pretty cool, and so I want to go and share it with you. Because there is so much stuff, I am doing this is all we're going to talk about today is Funko Pop stuff, and I actually kind of would like to do that more often. I feel like it's Funko Pop stuff is something I should be covering more, being this is a toy news channel. But I also realize that a lot of the people who subscribe to this channel are looking more for regular action figure news. So I feel like instead of trying to cram the Funko Pop stuff in with a regular action figure news video that I generally do here, that I'd like to start doing just their own Funko Pop stuff. That way, if you don't like Funko Pop stuff, you don't have to watch. And then if you do, and maybe those who haven't been subscribers up until now, maybe will decide to subscribe as well. Okay, so let's start off, and I also have a couple other things outside of Toy Fair that I just wanted to share with you, also Funko Pop related, but and we'll start with Marvel, because there actually surprisingly has not been a whole lot in the way of Marvel reveals so far from the Toy Fair. But one thing I wanted to go on and share with you was this look at this new Beta Ray Bill figure. So this is not yet, I don't believe, has been released here in the United States. These in-hand images come via CC Shop Funko Taiwan, who posted these images, and again, it's Beta Ray Bill. Now, as I understand it, while this I don't think has been 100% confirmed, when it is released here in the United States, it will be released as a Walgreens exclusive. But Beta Ray Bill is a pretty popular character, and again, somebody who's not a huge Funko Pop fan myself, I actually think this is a pretty cool looking figures. Now, as far as the reveals from the UK Toy Fair, so there's really only been 2 figures announced for Marvel, and both of them are X-Men related. There's actually 2 different versions of each of these figures, so I guess technically you could say there's 4 figures. 2 are exclusives and 2 are regular releases. So it's based on the 90s X-Men Rogue and Gambit. So, and the regular releases is just Rogue standing there, and then Gambit holding his playing cards. One hand he's just holding one card, and the other hand he's throwing some. And you've got the purple electronic, or not electronic, but the energy field, the translucent purple and everything around the cards because he's powered them up. And he's got the red eyes and everything. So it looks pretty cool. But then there's 2 exclusive versions as well for these figures being released. So the Rogue, the exclusive version, has her flying as a little flight stand, and she's flying in the air, and that's a Hot Topic exclusive. And then there's going to be Gambit that's going to glow in the dark, which actually should be pretty cool, and that's going to be an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Now for Star Wars, there's been a few more reveals on the Star Wars front, mostly revolving around Empire Strikes Back, with the anniversary being this year, so they're doing a number of Empire Strikes Back products. But before I get into the Toy Fair reveals, I just wanted to share this cool set. I had not seen news about this until just recently, and these images, these in-hand images, come via the Pop Keep, and it's of Dagobah, or it's of Yoda with his hut from Dagobah. So it's a deluxe set, and again, I don't have any. I think this is going to be a regular release. I have not heard anything about it being an exclusive. I don't think it's out here in the U.S. yet, but definitely it looks like a cool set. And then also on the packaging for that one, it looks like we're going to be getting a few new Return of the Jedi pop vinyl figures. So on the back there, you can see we're going to be getting Endor Han Solo with the trench coat. We're going to be getting Princess Leia, the outfit she was wearing when she got captured by the Ewoks. Electrified Darth Vader, he's getting electrocuted, so he's got the blue in his helmet and everything. And then Emperor Palpatine, who does the electrocuting, he's got the electric bolts coming out of his hand. We've got Wicket the Ewok, and then finally General Lando Calrissian. So again, those are all Return of the Jedi based. And then for the actual Toy Fair reveals today, again, these are all Empire Strikes Back based. So we're getting a couple deluxe sets, and probably the coolest one of these reveals for Star Wars is this Darth Vader with his rejuvenation chamber, the one that we saw when he was on the Star Destroyer in the Empire Strikes Back movie. So the top actually comes down. It's got his helmet in there. You know, he's not wearing his helmet there as we saw in the movie. It was the first time we saw Vader without his helmet on. It was kind of grotesque. But definitely, I feel like this is a cool set. Now, these are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, though I do suspect this one is probably going to sell out pretty quickly if it hasn't already. And then the other deluxe set that they've announced is a Hoth Luke Skywalker on his Tauntaun. So, you know, that one's not quite as cool as the Vader one, but still pretty cool. And that one's due out in April. And then for regular wave figures, we've got Luke Skywalker in training with Yoda on his back with the backpack from Dagobah. We've got Han Solo frozen in carbonite. And then we've got a Bespin Leia. And then there's also going to be a 2-pack featuring Han Solo with the handcuffs after he's been captured. He's got the handcuffs right before he's frozen. And then Princess Leia wearing the all-white outfit that she had on while she was at Cloud City. Okay, and then switching to everything else. So we'll start off, one of the first reveals this morning were new Cyberpunk 2077 figures based on the upcoming video game with Keanu Reeves. So this is going to feature Johnny Silverhand holding a weapon, and that's the Keanu Reeves character. And then there's going to be a second Johnny Silverhand figure that has him crouched down. Then there's going to be the female version of the V character, and then a male version of the V character released as well. And then as a GameStop exclusive, they're going to be doing a glow-in-the-dark version of the V male character. So again, that one will be a GameStop exclusive. Harry Potter is getting some more pop vinyl figures. So for the 10-inch super pop vinyl figures, they're going to be doing Voldemort and Dumbledore, 2 different ones in the 10-inch scale. And then for regular release versions, they're going to be doing Dumbledore with a baby Harry Potter, Harry with the invisibility cloak, Hermione with a feather, Ron with the slug bucket, Neville with the monster book, and Malfoy with the spider. And then there's also going to be a 2-pack released with Harry versus Voldemort, which is actually pretty cool looking. For DC comic fans, we actually have gotten quite a few reveals. So first of all, they're doing quite a few Funko Pop villain figures from the 89 and 90 Batman movies. So pretty much all the villains are getting the Funko Pop treatment except for Bane, who did appear, regrettably appeared in the Batman Robin movie. That was probably the worst movie. But the other villains, Freeze and Poison Ivy, are getting the figure treatment. They just, for whatever reason, didn't do Bane. But then everybody else, the villains from the other movies, so we're getting 2 versions of the Jack Nicholson Joker. So we're getting a regular Joker with his hat and his cane. And then we're getting a version when he was in the museum and Vicky Vale throwing the water on his face and his makeup started to wash off. And he has the painter hat on and everything. So that's the second version of Joker that we're getting. And then we're getting Catwoman from the second movie, Michelle Pfeiffer. We're getting Penguin, Danny DeVito Penguin from the second movie. From the third movie, we're getting Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. We're getting the Jim Carrey Riddler figure. And then finally, for the Batman Robin movie, we are getting Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, and then Poison Ivy as well. So, like I said, all the villains except for Bane seem to be getting the treatment. These figures are all up for pre-order at our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, if you want to secure them. They also announced for a movie pop in the DC Universe, they're doing a 10-inch super pop of the Heath Ledger Joker figure. So, the larger scale version of that one. And then for non-movie figures, they announced that they're doing a Deathstroke pop vinyl figure, which looks pretty cool. And then a Harley Quinn figure wearing her nightgown. And that one is going to be released as a Hot Topic exclusive. For some of the coolest reveals of the day, I think, are new Masters of the Universe pop vinyl figures. So there had been some word that maybe Funko wasn't going to do any more pop vinyl figures, but it looks like that is not the case, as they have announced more. And not surprising, being we've got the 2 upcoming animated series coming to Netflix for Masters of the Universe, as well as the movie. So really not surprising that they're continuing to do more He-Man stuff. But first of all, for the 10-inch Super Pop, they're doing Skeletor, and he's got his staff. That one's pretty cool. And then for a deluxe set, we're getting He-Man and Battle Cat. I really like that one. And then for single releases, for the good guys, we're getting He-Man, the Sorceress, and Prince Adam. Also, the Warrior Cyclone. He's pretty cool. He's probably going to have reflectiveness on his chest piece there, I'm guessing. And then for the bad guys, for regular releases, we're getting a Mosquitor, a Tongue Lasher, and a Web Store. And then for you store exclusive fans, they're doing Web Store as a metallic version that will be coming to Hot Topic. Okay, now I'm going to get to everything else that they've revealed today. And again, this is an ongoing list. So as I'm recording this, they are continuing to reveal stuff. Like I said, right now, last time I checked, they were revealing music pop related items, and I've got 2 of those I'm going to mention here. But if you want to keep up with the latest, again, check out the link to our story on Toy News International. We will be updating that throughout the day, and over the course of the next few days if we continue to get more reveals. But right now, this is what I have for you guys. And some of these are going old school. So Fantasy Island, they're doing 2 pop vinyl figures from the classic Fantasy Island series with Mr. York and Tattoo. So those are coming. And then Murder, She Wrote. My dad actually really loves Murder, She Wrote. He still watches the reruns of that show. But I'm not sure he's going to be out buying a pop vinyl figure of the Jessica character. But in fact, they are doing her. So, if you're a fan of Murder, She Wrote, you'll probably want to check that one out. Star Trek Discovery, the CBS Access new series that's going into its 3rd season this year. It's getting the pop vinyl treatment with the Michael Burnham and Saru figures. And then no word on any Picard figures as of yet, but I'm guessing we definitely will see Picard pop vinyl figures sometime in the near future. Then for the television series Dinosaurs, which is not one I've really ever checked out, but they're doing Earl, Fran, Robbie, Charlene, and the baby. Then Wallace and Grummet are getting some Funko Pop figures. We're also getting, based on the Legends of Korra, which is another series that I'm particularly not too familiar with, but we're getting the Sato character, Amon, Mako, I've probably mispronounced that one, and then Korra, and then there's going to be a Chase version, which is a Hot Topic exclusive of Korra as well. Then for Disney Gummy Bears, I didn't realize there was a Gummy Bears series or movie coming, but for that they're doing Toomey, Zoomy, Gruffy, Sunny, and Kubi, I guess is how you pronounce it. And honestly, I did not know Gummy Bears had individual names, but there you go. And then also The Great Mouse Detective, we're getting Olivia, Radigan, and Basil. And then for SpongeBob, there's a SpongeBob movie coming out this year, so we're getting new SpongeBob pop vinyl figures. SpongeBob with Gary, Patrick Star, and Squidward Tentacles will be coming. And then Hobbs and Shaw, the Rock movie, which has actually been out for some time. They're a little late on those, but we're getting Hobbs and Shaw, of course, and then Braxton and Hattie. I think that's how you pronounced her name. And then for another Disney series, which I'm not familiar with, but it's called Onward, and there's going to be a Hot Topic and an Amazon exclusive for that one. Then Killer Clowns from Outer Space are getting some Funko Pops. So Jumbo, Shorty, and Spiky are all getting Funko Pop figures, which is pretty cool. American Psycho, and Salome's back, everybody. Though, Salome, please don't stand in front of the camera. Thank you. Camera hog. But anyway, we're getting American Psycho. So with that, we're getting Patrick with an axe, and then there's going to be a bloody chase version of Patrick. And then as a Hot Topic exclusive, we're getting Patrick wearing a suit. Then also getting the Funko Pop treatment are Creepshow TV series figures. So we're getting Genie, the Crypt Keeper, and Scarecrow. And then the movie Craft, which that one's one I'm not too familiar with. So Rochelle, I think, Bonnie, Nancy, and Sarah are all getting figures. For sports fans, they announced for you European sports fans soccer figures based on the European Football League, which, of course, as we know it here in this country, is soccer. And then, like I said, they've started revealing music pop vinyl figures, but the only two I have for you in this video are James Brown and then a set featuring Aerosmith. So they're continuing to do those. So again, if you want to see all of those music pop vinyl figures, then head over to Toy News International. But that's it. That's all I have for you today. That's all me and Salome have for you today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You know, one of the things I always, when I start covering all this Funko Pop stuff, I mean, there's just so much Funko Pop stuff out there. Is there such a thing as a completist Funko Pop collector? I really kind of find it hard to believe that there is, other than maybe somebody who works at Funko, you know, maybe the owners of Funko. But otherwise, you know, is there anybody out there who actually, you know, owns every single Funko Pop figure? Or is their goal is to collect every single Funko Pop figure? I'd really be interested to know. Probably you guys watching are not going to be completists, but, you know, if you know of any, let me know. And if you've got a big collection, head over to Toy News International, and we've got a section on the forums where you can post pictures of your collection, and we'll even feature it on the main website if you're interested. And I'll put a link to that. And that goes for any action figure collectibles, not just Funko Pop, but we've been featuring people's collections over there on a weekly basis. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Be sure to stay tuned to Toy News International, as there will be more reveals made over the course of the next few days. So be sure to keep up with that. Let me know if you want to see more videos dedicated to Funko Pop stuff. You know, if you hate Funko Pop, I understand you don't. But if you are a fan of Funko Pop or even remotely interested, you know, let me know in the comments. And until next time, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you later.
Thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.